I'm back with the coffee. Had a slight philosophical debate between me and my grandparent about work ethic, about a job that hates me, and yeah, I do the bare minimum of my job because my job wants to give me no hours because the manager doesn't like me, so I don't contribute any more than what is required of me. And my grandparents like, oh no, you should do more. Put your best foot forward. I'm like, I ain't gonna do that for a job that ain't gonna give me any more possible benefits, opportunities, income. I ain't gonna do that no more. Like, gonna get the bare minimum until I can get another job. Because why would I want to contribute more to a workplace that hates me and doesn't give me any more hours? Before you lies a door, you haven't a clue where it may lead, however. As you're about to push it open, a whole host of eyes blink upon it. Sorry. Oh, you again? Yes. I'm everywhere, in all places. Where there is a space, there are doors. Where are there secrets, then there I will be, too. What lies behind this door? It leads to old thoughts and hopeless fantasies. Step through, and you shall witness your memories before you. Memories of her and her anguish. And also memories of how she left you. Step inside. Requires Vinny. I gently push open and will walk in. Enter an enclosed, distorted space. Think by a bizarre sight. These. Oh, you remember these. Look at these memories about her. Again and again, you alienate her and you didn't even realize it. It kept her up all night. The suffering, the emptiness she felt. That's what led her to. That's what led her. Bleh. That's what led her to cry. My brain does not want to read that. That's what led her. Corruption. What's what my brain? That's what led her to corruption. A nightmare made out of hands. From then on, she descended into boundless fits of insanity. And then, so she shouldered that burden of madness and slipped away from you. The madness, the pain, it's also intoxicating. Where could she have gone when she returned? Nobody knows. You push open the door. Walking on through, you fall to land on an entirely new area. A mind-boggling with space. You stand upside down on the underside of a concrete building. Gravity is reversed here. You run along the walls and keep running. You hear a shrill whistle. Another series of train carriages rush forth, a void into the dream. From the void into the dream. Void Railway. Oh, obviously, play flush immediately. The reflection ping pong game, let's go! Pick up that Glock. They're train defeated. Chance the card may be cursed has increased. We lost the paper needle. Oh, it is a sweep rifle too, okay. It's the end of the void world. See out there, those eyes stare at you, how beautiful. Railway beverage. This prize value matches the number of midfield targets. The heart grows even stronger. Is there anything I want to replace for that void beverage? I think I might, yeah, almost all of it's cursed, so I can't really remove it. I'll edit the deck once there's an overload of another artifact. It's time to go to the post office finally. The post office is empty. The door is tightly closed. Papers strewn about. There seems to be no way inside. The post office door, they raise a high wall. That's pickup area. It's covered with many locks and chains, woven like a mountain of nut. Above the pickups area, there's several posters. They read self-service pickup. The pickup slip. Take out the pickup slip and shoot it. Your hands like it shoots out of your hands like a flying insect, slipping into the mound of locks covering the wall. Two small locks flipped open, falling to the ground. Along with them falls a letter, a pale white envelope. You pick it up. That's Apple's letter. Look, Venus has revealed itself to you. It's the tip of the iceberg. Gaze at the familiar envelope as you've never seen it before. As if you've never seen it before. Yet the letter opens its eyes and stares right back at you. Her letter. unwanted letter. Elements pervade through your dreams. Indeed, this is a letter she left for you. But in your struggles against hallucination, you tore it to shreds. In the letter, did you read it? Any clues on her whereabouts? Ha! You didn't read a single word. Not a single word. If it's a torn letter, you're left somewhat bewildered. No, no, no. You may not read its you may not have read its contents, but you still sensed her. Focus in her eyes, the smile as she spoke, the warmth breathing she shared. That letter, and the affection farewell she ended it with. Every part of it's closely related to her. Unbreakable connection between you. She will sure to write again. Wait patiently. Perhaps you could piece it back together like a puzzle? These fragmented words and... Take these fragmented words, piece them back together, inspiration strikes, and then you will reach a revelation. But why put it all together at all? You only shattered again. Don't waste your precious time. Drag to the heart to grant temporary tourniquet. Immediately restores HP at the heart and then deducts this HP next turn. 2 hands turn to torn paper. What's 6? Will you use imports? You can't make out any of the important information blurred together. Automatically attacks a random enemy at the start of next turn. This card does not consume. What? That is amazing. Infuriate. Add to a target to immediately trigger their bleed effect. Living being automatically attack random enemies at the start of the turn. Messy tape. Base of the torn letter, you overcome a go to tear it apart as the action map is fight against your inner demons, battle against your vanquish, push past your memory barriers. Through your jabbering records, the ceaseless racket echoes thought throughout your mind. But what was in her letter? You have no idea. Immediately trigger bleed effects on all cards in play. On the red carpet on the left side, there's an old worn door that blocks your path. You're inside. You see what's behind the door. Stepping inside, you gaze upon the great weeping creature. She is not Apple, just another girl who has nothing. Another girl who has nothing to do with this. She is crying. Decided to call out to her. You finally found me and my head. Pain, regret. That's why my head is always racked with sobs. They filled it up and made it swell to this size. Can you help me escape this room? You try to push her. Her skin is icy cold against yours. Her head just too large. Never will ever fit through the doorway. Leave the room. I'm trapped in here, and I suppose there's nothing you can do to help. Thank you for trying, though, friend. Where's Apple? She is no longer here. Like me, her body swelled and grew larger and larger still. Eventually, she floated up into the sky. Maybe one day soon. A rain will fall in the skies down upon this town, and she'll have returned. Full Inspector. Here's the expanding at a speed too fast for that to keep up with. Let's go to the phantom space. Did I get another clue? Ah, you returned. Welcome. Ah, yes, we gained one more revelation. My head, inflated, floating away. Grab it for me before it is gone. If you can't find it, then head to the subway. Find a pair of eyes that will show you the truth. Focus those seeing eyes upon the crack in the apartment and stare inside. Show 'em. Did you see it then? The girl's head? Don't cry. Grief will make your head body swell and expand. You flew like a balloon high into the heavens, then fell down as my brain can't read that. Sanguine rain. And they went to measure the distance. Each time the corpse moved or stretched outward, expanding further and further. Do you continue to grow even in death? Clear what does the existence of four phantoms. That grants you a reward for your efforts. Slugmouth. Drag to the mirror and grant one layer of regeneration. Recovers the next instance of non-fatal damage taken. Ah, that actually might be the first mouth I switched to. Because, it's just so useful to regenerate. I'm always going to take damage. I'm curious. If there's any more hands I can get. The 2 damage is useful, but the other thing is... I guess I'm getting it back. Nah, but... What's my deck? What is my clue artifacts did I get? We can't go up here. Been essentially everywhere. The only thing I can go is back out. Maybe I can float up with the spectral head? Oh, I'm kind of confused here. Maybe I can ask for your help now? Oh! I can talk. There's a thing over here. You sit on the bench like the mysterious sugar, waiting endlessly. Although you wait with anxiety for the next letter to arrive, time does not move at all. Time remains frozen. Everything is frozen. Can't stay seated for very long. You're compelled to stand up and pace around. Gazing out the observation deck in boredom, you spot a vast river. The water flows. Yet its rippling waves is the same. They ebb and flow in a loop, each the same, if copied and pasted. Waiting seems meaningless right now, but we have wait regardless. You stand under the tree, looking up at the leaves suspended in air. You've no way to tell the passage of time here. What are we waiting for? Waiting for the rain to stop. Waiting for the Godot. Waiting for tomorrow. Waiting for a letter. Waiting for her. Waiting for the future that never comes. The series begins musing once more. Nothing happens. Nobody comes. Nobody goes. It's awful. You walk up the steps in the river, watching the flowing water. I don't understand how it's flowing if time is standing still. You're standing at the boundary between dream and reality, my love. Torrent? Reality is unstoppable. In time, all will become history. You and this dream world have been stuck for a long time, right? Fucking shadow again. Waiting too, huh? Waiting for her next letter. Time has come to stand still here. Such a bother, really. Not much I can do about it, though. All I can do is keep waiting and waiting and waiting forever and ever. Sit on the bench, continue to wait. No point in waiting here, it's meaningless. Dreams aren't meant to be waited on. If time is a standstill, then you need to do something. Irritation, annoyance, agitation. As long as you set your mind to it, solutions will surface eventually. Yes, yes. There must be a way. Some way to get time moving again. You're right. You cannot keep waiting. You jump up from the bench and suddenly, you rise to your feet and a metal object slips from your pocket and clatters under the ground. See, the solution is with you the whole time. Clock tower key. Now let's invade the clock tower. You push the door open from the clock tower and won't budge. Unlock the door with a key. The door opens with a clunk. Ah, hello, Mania. It's Clock tower within is different scene, desolate clearing, or old dead forest. It's a clearing you visited already, yet things about it are very different. Can't help with this aside, despite a Sarge state must have been burdened and imposing long ago. You walk straight towards the particular playground, the center of the clearing. There's a rundown children's slide. The structure appears weathered. No, aside from the slide, it's mainly comprised of a small rocket that one can climb onto. You find yourself unable to describe fully the forest and the clock tower. Now this slide in the forest, it's all been logic. Now you notice more peculiarities. The left gaze shrouded in thick darkness, you can't go through. After peering through, it's a quite bizarre experience indeed. Plant eyes. Let's go talk to Mania. Among the pile of books, books to one side, there's a clearing of person wrapped in bandages. His former energetic air no more. He slumps, rapid as all life is drained from him. Sense it. You know he's experiencing the very same pain torment you are. We're finally here. What are you doing here? I'm always here, always right here. They all left on their own humans. Now I am the new master of this place. What is this place? This is the true clearing. This desolate old clearing of yours? Ha! The place where the real souls reside and where the real you sits. Here she is. Of course. You know, she's at the end of time. Come break the shackles of time and set me free. Operate the clock console at the center of the forest. Then you'll be able to find her again. The mirror shattered, no longer be used. Gaze into it, dozens of pairs of eyes stare back at you from the mirror shards. You continue deep into the broken mirror for a while, but nothing happens. Time to fight a drinking seizure. You arrive at the clock console. Look up and you see a clock hand trembling. It's clear to see the clock is very broken. Operate the console. Try to push the lever and the controls to fix the clock. Soon after, the clock hands begin ticking, as long as usual. It's done, you fix the clock. Then your sight warps once more. Dazzling visions sway before you. Swat them, hoping to push them away, and yet stay calm. Still your spirit. In the days you feel your arm bump into something, suddenly the clock hands start spinning. Or fractured memories rush before your eyes. Faulty clock with temporal blockage. Oh, I can just make more messy tape. I just got an achievement for that too. Living Being 2 automatically detects 2 random targets. No, 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 no. The journey ends here. Time only is trying to protect you. Broken clock. And yet, and yet, and yet, and yet. Time is something we shall never ever defeat. And so I saw the blast. Fallen minute hand. Oh, hour hand. Collapsed clock. The clock can spin frames for your final met after have begun. Ah, shit, I need that legendary shield. There we go, legendary shield! Your collapse cannot kill me. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The hands stop and silence and falls. So that legendary shield is actually could be very useful in that battle if I am fighting it, because it will block all 99 damage to it. Frequency mirrors fade from your mind with the violent rattling of the clock persists, then comes a loud noise. That's how it is. Never forsake who you truly are. Damaged figure disappears, the console is destroyed. Block is stuck out of the map all the time. Clear develops a blood-red shiver. In deep woods, the huge answer fawn rises and fixes its cold gaze at you. I love this kind of like new. You approach the ancillary phantom and never seems quite massive and majestic now it does. Gaze with you, compassion in its eyes. Finally, you have found this place. But time has been shattered and disaster has struck. You made a grave mistake once that cannot be undone. Just as before, from chaotic and fragmented dreams, you wake up. Woke up from my dreams again. Nightmares, they haunt me. What did you dream about? A letter. I found a letter. But it was torn to shreds and I didn't get to read a single line. Didn't get to or didn't want to. I remember how I got the letter. I got the letter here. Right, it's right here. It's here. It's here, it's here, it's here. Found it. Good letter. Memories of the past, look for details. The letter describes her departure and her regret. The letter describes her final request to you. The letter describes her emptiness within, her hatred. Transform the random thought. The word of frost, the word of mystery. Transform the random enemy into a mysterious thought that can't attack this turn and kills the connected target. Transfer a random midfield enemy into rage. Eliminates adjacent target when it dies. That could be useful because then I could possibly kill something bigger. Now I leave. Do not miss me. So, you threw away a letter concerning her. You read it over again? No, I've read it many times already. Her departure left an endless pain within you. Anything new about the space? It's fine. Rain never stopped. She left me a letter and then she left me. It may have been her departure that triggered this madness of mine. As my loneliness grew, all the joy faded away. And so you see her in your dreams. Anything can happen in dreams. Time can even flow backwards. She can even return. She can even return to your side. If I were to go back into the moment that she left me, I'd be able to see her again. The pattern of rain sinks with a particular chance, and then the appearance of a light glimmering in the vast, silent darkness, illuminating as she sits quietly waiting for you to come find her. Return to the dream. You search in the shattered dream. Bunch of bands. Find yourself in the center of the clearing once again. Life is just a series of repetitions. The only way you can stem this path. The mirror is still broken. It doesn't seem to have any use. Just as you're turning to leave, the mirror starts begin to move. Are you starting to see it now? The difference between reality and illusion, truth and lies, love and hate. Are you starting to see yourself? Countless pair of eyes reflections from the mirror, each fixed its gaze. It fixes you in its gaze. Who are you? I'm the image in the mirror, the reflection upon the water, and above the reflection, an absolute rationality. Below is the surging inspiration. I am the ever-changing truth, always watching you in silence. Isn't that a mirror? Yes, always within the mirror, watching, observing you. You have grown mad and stubborn. I doubt I can say anything that would change your mind, not now. So I hold my tongue and remain silent. I remain here always. You're talking to me now, though. Yes, for your behavior is now putting you in danger. You are placing yourself at the risk by extension me. That me that exists in this world will soon die. My past self, however, can aid you. Come find me, and I will be waiting for you in the clearing. The tiny pieces. An empty space in the pile box, antler phenomenon turns its neck around and gazes calmly upon you. About time. You've made a grave mistake, one that cannot be undone. Returning to the past, yet is of no use. Only by letting her go will you ever find inner peace. I must find her and cure this. I must find her and to cure this madness I'm suffering. But what the point? Even if you do find her, she's just a symbol, one of nothingness itself. You're not mad. You're not suffering. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. You stay inside all day by choice, your own choice. I have to find you. Please help me. Let's out a sigh. If you insist on looking for her, then I suppose I have little choice. Extends its head toward you, resting its nape warmly, gently upon your shoulder. Room elevation. Strengthen. Max HP +1. Lofty door to the right, pitch black, entirely impassable. Several shards remain here. To your shard. Your pained face is in the reflection of the shards. The sweet honey wine reflect in the shards, intoxicating nectar. Rain and rivers of deep blood red are reflected in these shards. Clear crimson rain from the... Clear crimson rain from the card, please. Clears crimson rain from card and play, most with crimson rain. Transfers all crimson rain from the card and play with the least crimson rain to the heart. Takes damage for the heart. Reduces all crimson rain by 5. I'm assuming that's... the new mechanic for this is crimson rain. Your body swells and grows. It reaches a colossal size, filling the entire world all around you. You cry to the sky, looking around. As her blood rains from the heavens, it pulls, it flows, a deep wine red, icy river. I'll get rid of that card. I'll get rid of paper roll. It's too cumbersome to use. Disaster-struck town. You step out the clock tower and look around at the inverted town with an amused reflection. Surging scarlet torrents swap past the town, rushing along the streets and alleyways. I don't get it. What happened to this town? Passing time trapped here, pulled until submerged all. Perhaps she didn't leave, or perhaps she is still home. Go away this reverse temporal course of time and return to that room time before she left. Explore the supermarket. The red river runs through the town, splitting into little islands. You traverse through the banks and bridges, pushing ever forward. Rain begins to fall as you cross this bridge. The powders under your head, your hands realize it's scarlet in color, almost like blood. Yet her blood and tears are falling from the sky, seeping into the below. Red, rain-soaked signs, scarlet rain. Let's go. So Crimson Range is the new mechanic that can overwhelm my cards. Really using them. Vending machine. Top sticks. No, I don't care. Yellow Ducky. Inflicts wide open on a target. Wide open also deals... target. Wide open target is also dealt all other wide open target effects. Oh! Oh! Let's go. Rubber Ducky. Makeshift shield because legendary shield is apparently the best one. Work overtime. Work overtime. The level booked out. Fuck. I have just murdered a bug that was crawling on me. I'll be right back.
The night is young, but it feels so old. A story written, yet never told. The mask is heavy.